Hunt with passion. Never stop casting. Chase the dream. Welcome to Season 7 of Musky Mastery Outdoors. Brought to you by Bucher Outdoors, #1 in big game fish products. Recon Boats, made by craftsmen, built for fishermen. And by Great Lakes Potato Chips. Snack happy. Every chip, every bag. In my region of northern Wisconsin, pike 36 inches and longer certainly exist, but they are very rare. Of course, we catch plenty of quality northerns, but muskies rule the roost in the waters I target. So when we do encounter a pike that reaches 3 feet or longer, it is a trophy in my book and something to celebrate. Check out this bruiser that hits my baby shallow raider as I work it over some thick weed cover.
Got him. I don't know what we got, folks, but we got something. Nice. Big pike. Oh, that's a musky-sized pike right there, folks. That's a musky-sized pike right there. That's a musky-sized pike. Wow, is that a horse? Holy cow, folks. That's a big pike right there. Holy moly. That's a musky-sized pike. Wow. That's a hog. That's a trophy northern right there, guys. Holy cow. Look at the size of that pike. Wow. I thought that was a muskie, but it's not. It's a big gator. Look at the size of that brute. Smashed. The old 5-inch baby shallow raider and black perch. Unbelievable here, right on the major period. A major pike. That's a beautiful fish. We'll get her back and we'll fill you guys in on all the details. Wow.
So when you've got these super bluebird, high sky, sunny, hot, muggy conditions, the old run and gun approach with the top raider and the Bucher tail or whatever you're throwing that's moving quickly and you're moving water quickly, it's great for moving fish. But a lot of times under those slack conditions, you're not going to trigger a strike. So you've got to make your own action with your lure. And a lot of times the best way to do that is with a small minnow bait like this. You just saw me catch that beautiful northern pike on the 5-inch baby shallow raider here in black perch. And I just want to show you the tactic that I'm using to fish this in these shallow weeds. The whole idea is to keep this lure high and to essentially generate as much what I would say just strike triggering, stay in the strike zone as long as possible type of movement out of this bait. And to do that, I'm doing a couple important things. So I'm going to show you those right now. The first thing that I'm doing is I'm casting this out. I'm taking fairly shorter, a little bit shorter casts to kind of help keep the lure up higher. The less line you have out, the easier it is to keep this lure up above and stop from snagging in the heavy cover. But what I'm doing here, before I start working this bait, I'm going to show you, I'm moving my rod parallel to the surface and up. So up in parallel, not down. Down's going to make the little shallow raider run deeper. So I'm trying to just move this parallel as much as possible with the rod. And then to really ensure that I get up above the snag, I'm ripping the rod up. So it's up and parallel. And I'm pausing this thing and slackline twitching it in any area that I think is going to, maybe be holding a fish. So anything that looks good, that looks like it's probably going to be holding a muskie or a big pike or whatever type of predator fish you're going after, that's where I'm going to pause it. That's where I'm going to let it hang there. And that big old pike that you just saw me catch, I mean, that fish hit right on, or right after, I should say, one of those, high rod hopping, twitching motions, and she just hammered it. And that's what we're trying to do here under these slack conditions. Now, thankfully, we've got some storm clouds moving in, but today it's really just been high skies, hot and muggy. We've had to really create the action for ourselves with our lures. You know, we're not really having a lot of environmental change, and again, until right now. But you know, that's really what led to that big catch here today on this episode. Is, you know, strike triggering presentation style with a minnow bait, keeping the rod parallel, popping it high, pausing, twitching it, and keeping it in position. I'm going to show you once more, and then we're going to keep on moving here today. We got some changing weather patterns here, so we're going to get after it. But essentially, what I'm doing here again with this is casting it out a little shorter cast distance, parallel twitching with the rod here, just like that. Popping it up high, keeping that lure high in the water column. Twitch, twitch, slack line, pause. I like to pause it right on the edge of the weeds there, and then I'm just going to finish off, crank it in, and finish off with a nice figure 8. There you have it, guys. That's it. That is the super hybrid technique here, and it's an absolutely fantastic way to create your own action and to trigger some strikes when the fish are not really cooperating. So I really hope you've enjoyed this big pike segment, and as always, thanks for watching.